Now let's look at some definitions. The area of the base. So first of all, when you're dealing with bases, for prisms, the base is anything that's not a rectangle. So not a rectangle. Unless they're all rectangles, in which case it doesn't matter. For a pyramid, it's anything that's not a triangle, unless they're all triangles. Okay? So first of all, you need to know which one is the base. For prisms, there are two bases. For pyramids, there's one base. So the area of the base is the area of the one or two figures. And I don't want to say polygons because this also applies to cylinders and cones. One or two figures in a solid. It's not actually the volume. So for a prism, it could be, or a pyramid, it could be any polygon. For a sphere or a cone, it's a circle. So you'd find those areas. Total surface area is the area of the bases, and I'm going to put a parenthesis around the S because there may be one or two bases, plus the lateral areas, area of the lateral faces. Lateral means around the sides. It's pretty much any face that is not the base. Lateral surface area is just the sum of area for the faces. Lateral faces. No bases. All right, no bases. When we're asking a problem to find one of these, unless it says lateral surface area, assume we are asking for total surface area. Unless we say, oh, we're taking this part off, or it's a composite solid, in which case you'll have to look at each face. For volume, that is the amount of cubic units in the solid. So when I was dealing with my cylinder, I could also think of like how much water my cylinder could hold. So when I had these nice solids in here, the volume, think of the water in there. How much water can it hold? Whereas the area is how much to go to cover the sides and the top and the bottom. The top and the bottom are the bases. Okay. Now let's go ahead and find out the area, the total surface area of a regular triangular pyramid. Now they're pretty nice here. They tell us that the height for this one is 10. This is it's a regular triangular pyramid, so that tells me this back side here is also 6, and this side is 6. This is L, the slant height. This is S. Well, the surface area for a pyramid is S, and I'm going to put LA plus S of the base, okay, plus the base. So the surface area for the lateral sides, I've got 3 triangles, equals 1/2 the perimeter of the base times the slant height. So the perimeter is pretty easy. That's 1/2 times 18, because 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18, times 10. And my answer would be 90. So that would be the lateral surface area, but I still am missing this area, which I'm going to color green right here so you can see it. This is the base area. So I have a equilateral triangle, and I know that this is 6. I can use 3 here, and actually I can find out using Pythagorean theorem what this height should be right here. So I could say 6 squared, and I don't have a lot of room here. 6 squared equals 3 squared plus the height squared. 36 equals 9 plus h squared. Subtract 27 equals h squared. So h is square root of 27. I'm not going to get real fancy yet. And then I can say the area of that base is 1/2 times the base here, which is 6, and times the height here, h. So it's 1/2 times 6 times square root of 27, 3 square root of 27, and then you would basically pull out your calculator if you need to to simplify that. You could actually pull out another 3 because 27 is 3 times 3 times 3. So another possible answer you might see, you're going to get the same number for that. Okay? So you can check with your calculator and find out what those values are.